going on? Welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, my audio levels were really low at that first yo for some reason. Not sure why. I didn't think I need to try it again. Yo! Okay, it's working good now. What's going on? Everybody. Got one last thing I forgot to. Usually I click a couple buttons here and I got this set up. No big deal. Pop out chat. Bing, bang, boom. All done there. Welcome in. So we got the big dog here. So I did a poll the other day, right? On which one I should run, whether I would run this or the Summon Corpse Explosion Druid. So I set it up, and literally the last hour I've been setting it up, and like kind of I wanted to try it out first because obviously I want to hunt an area where I can find Tyraels Might, of course. Also, like, what am I doing, right? And you can use it. It works in the pits and stuff like that, but man, it was just, I don't know. Hunting, because it was way better when I used it just going after like Pindle. You know, you do one little, you Pindle, Eldritch and Shank, Thresh Shock it, reset, you know? But like, you can't find Tyraels Might in any of those places. You can find good stuff, but not there. So let me get the treadmill rocking and rolling here too. I'm gonna lose like 5 pounds today. Just kidding. What's going on with this thing? Yeah, there's something about this thing. I don't understand what goes on with it. Maybe it's a operator error. If I turn it on, let it sit for like an hour and don't use it, and then I try to turn it back on by using the remote, it like freezes. I don't know. It's weird. Probably operator error here, but we're gonna get going here as we get rocking and rolling here. Give everybody a shout out. What's going on? Mike, Cody H, Fred, Ryan, G Stacks, Havoc. What's up? What's up? Soon, DP, Jur, Ryan. What's going on? Mark, Spike, Daddy. Damn. What's up? What's up, Steven? Slybrod, the Mad Hatter, Wicked Ball over there on Twitch. Welcome in. Welcome in. You get the speed I want. Let's go. Nothing too crazy. What's going on? A little 2.2. An average walking speed for a old man. What's going on? Smallps, Jome. Yo, yo, yo. So it is a good share zone actually, but I don't know about the Pit Circular in the Worldstone Keep, you know what I'm saying? I think I have it set up all right, but we'll find out quickly here, you know what I'm saying? Okay, kind of checking a few different settings here for some reason. I don't know what's going on, so. Damn, said it took him having the flu to be able to catch a stream. Well, at least you caught one, huh? For some reason, I have literally no potions for some reason. It is going to take me a second to get back in the swing here. Probably more like an hour, to be perfectly honest. But Geed's off the bat. All right. 34. Hey, it's 15, though. 15 on the reduce. 34 is okay. Middle of the road. 133 is kind of on the higher end, so that's not too bad of one. It's close to what I'm using, actually. So, close to what I'm using right off the bat. Interesting. So 30. Really, I mostly care about Magic Find. Oh, this one's 40. Must have been a different build I looked at that had a 38. So yeah, I don't care much about the price. What you call it? Vendor price here. Oop, hitting him with my Ho-To. Rune Staff. Don't usually look for rune word bases with this build, but you know, when it happens, it happens. Did I put any points into Vitality? How did I set this thing up? Oh yeah, it was already built before I started, so bunch of decks, life. Huh, okay. Pit Circular, you usually don't get hit too much. You try not to anyways. Usually get just a ton of potions, usually, so can usually be fine with that. Take me a run or two, like I said, to get back into the swing of things here, so do judge me silently until I get used to it again. Swing. Oh, go. Oh boy. Am I hitting him? Yeah, okay. Swinging my grief. Okay. Really struggling right off the bat here. This might not be. See here too. I have to click every monster I want to attack, so makes it even harder when I'm walking. But we'll see how it goes. Bring the rig to the gym again. Yeah. Well, brought the gym to me anyways. So yeah, get my hands. Maybe if I get my move a couple things here. Oh wait, this is on players 3, I think, too, on accident. That probably could be, still one-shotted the little dudes, but that could be part of the problem, I suppose. I'm almost positive it's on players 3 right now. For this, you don't really want that. So, Phil's spell. Pete, appreciate you, Biv. Appreciate you. Let me go ahead and pin that, actually. Thank you, Biv. Oh, I can't even click the button. Pin message. There we go. So, yeah, I did the poll, but, man, yeah, I was just not having a great time when I was, like, I set it all up, and I did a few runs. I was like, well, I gotta farm somewhere. Just even teleporting around the pits, like, you didn't have a... and I hate swapping weapons and all that stuff. It was just like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. So, you know how lazy I am. Yeah, I made that option intentionally obnoxiously annoying, so hopefully nobody would pick it. I'm funny. I'm a funny guy. Tell me a joke, funny man. What? Where's he at? What? There he is. Jeez. I didn't change the difficulty. That's alright. Down. Apply. Anyone unaware? Yeah, this build, you pretty much running this in this particular manner, hunting the high-level uniques here in the pits. P1's what you want to do, because they'll drop the items every time, right? Yeah, DP, I appreciate you. Yeah. I figured it out about the same time you probably said that, yeah. About the same time. If I ever had to dress up like a character from D2R, which would it be? Probably the assassin from original D2. You know, with the legs shown and everything. That's probably what I'd pick, Mad Hatter. I know that comment was from a while ago, my apologies. Get a little behind right off the bat, but... I mean, it'd have to be the Barbarian, realistically, right? Like, is there another option? Gotta be careful about telling into fanaticized monsters. So I die, who cares? It's not like I'm anywhere close to a level or anything. Lions joining the Vikings for Super Bowl watch party. Yeah, it is what it is. We talked about it quite a bit the other day when I streamed, so. Unfortunate. Ben Johnson gone. Defensive coordinator is going to leave too. For some reason, his name's slipping my mind now. Don't want to think too hard about it. Yep. Oop. How'd that guy shatter? What just, what am I forgetting about? Where did that cold damage just come from? Oh, this has chilling armor on it. That's where that came from. Boy, that's unfortunate. I forgot about that. What do, is that? It's usually not the hugest deal. I usually wouldn't worry about it, but... See, it's slipping my mind here. What's like the min-max thing there to get rid of the cold damage? Just throwing a... Treachery? Really don't remember. Also, the whole thinking thing. I think so. Mad Hatter said you're making a fantasy style Vikings for a photo shoot. Interesting. Nice. Best of luck. Hopefully that turns out good. I'm sure it will. Duress, you say, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I've never used that before. I know that, but it's not to say that you're wrong. I think I probably just usually stick treachery on there, more than likely. That's probably the first time I've ever seen that chilling armor actually do that, where it actually messed up. Messed up what was going on. Yeah, because I mean, there's like no way of dying when you're pit zerking anyways, right? Super fast. I'll just go grab one real quick. They gotta be everywhere, right? Trying to think which one of these might have one on it. Of course not. One eternity later. Put a bramble on him. We'll get the... I won't really need the res if I'm just doing the pits. I was thinking about doing some other areas, but... just to kind of mess around, or whatever you want to call it. Matt said he's a big fan of the Tyraels shell. I can see that. Definitely a goodish option. I have like 3 treacheries around somewhere. Finding them, different story. Here? Here's one. Sure, that'll work. It's not really going to be a huge... I don't think it's going to be a huge matter either way with what I'm doing.
I'll put that to good use.
If I was maybe going other places, it might matter a little more, but appreciate you, Paul. Kind of you. Principal new favorite armor. That's the Amazon one, right? Yeah, that's another one I've never really used, but what, you get a Valk on getting hit or something like that? Get back your bum. Yeah, well, Treacheries, I think, is the one I want to go with, just because he's never going to have an issue of surviving, and that way, I don't know, I'm a memorizer of FCR breakpoint, or increased attack speed, breakpoints on an Act 2 Mercenary, but it'll probably bump him up something. Like right there, he attacked so fast I couldn't even swap weapons fast enough, or it just one-shotted whatever monster it was. Ooh, okay. Beat up from both sides over here. Ogrex. Do it! Ah. Fred said he's a fan of what? Duress, CV, Insight, Andy's. What he would rock on this? Gotcha. Yeah, Duress, huh? I'd have to watch him a little bit more, especially for this particular setup, because any of the other stats besides attacking faster, you know, if you like one-shot everything, more damage isn't going to matter. But that's like I was saying before, we're just rocking P1's elite sniping, so I honestly don't think anything I do is really going to affect like actual clear speed much at all, to be honest. Trasha's printer drinking stream this Friday. Never know. I have been cutting back on drinking quite a bit though, so say maybe not that part, but never know. Oh, Peace is the Amazon armor, so Principal, huh? Yeah, I guess I don't know that one offhand. Okay, we're getting the hang a little bit better here. Ever so slightly better. Definitely one of the ones you got to kind of pay attention the whole run what you're doing, though. I can't really read chat at all while I'm playing. Unfortunately. No champs anywhere. So check one. None over there. So sometimes it seems like there's like 75% of the map has no champions in it. Like they must be all packed in the start. Oh, I seen somebody. Where'd you go? Oh. Mercenary got him. Couldn't even find him. Couldn't find him. Snow Pro heard a Guitar Hero song today on the radio. Nice, nice. It is funny how some Guitar Hero made some songs like crazy popular. Son of War says the old school stone in ethereal armor, but cheap. Yeah, that is what, a big defense one, if I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's the main thing on it. Big old defense. Go here. Should probably double check the skill tree real quick. I kind of just assumed it was all set up right from the last time I used it, but knowing the guy who set this up, you really can't trust him. Really can't trust him. Fred said he's still no Enigma on single player, you say, huh? I'm guessing you haven't decided to break down and run Lower Kuros, huh? I know a lot of people not a fan of Lower Kuros, so not a fan, but I think it's worth it to, you know, do it for, you know, a few days and get what you need. Take a all-day Sunday or something and just blast for like hours and hopefully get lucky. But some people don't think so. Just drop in a like and I'm gone, says Smelly Mum. Smell you, Mum. Appreciate the like. Yeah, let me turn this light down real quick. I'll knock this light over. Just a tad. Just a tad. TH saying he always likes ore stacking the mercenary as much as possible. Insight cure. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I don't usually, but I was thinking maybe I would, because this is Worlds Don't Keep, I thought I would just like maybe stack more res on my character, stack the auras on the mercenary, and try to like essentially do this in the Worlds Don't Keep. But I was like, it sounds like a lot of work right now. Sounds like a lot of work. Maybe some other day. Gotta check the ogres. Oh man, that 2 to max instead was a cruel roll. If it was cruel, a cruel fool. Oh. I don't even know if it can, to be perfectly honest. I would have to look it up again. If those are both affixes, suffixes, I always forget which one's which or whatever, but I think they might be able to roll together. I'm not sure. Bobcat, what's going on? Welcome in. Thousands of runs in a great map. Only a couple of runes. Thousands, you say, huh? Unfortunate. Yeah, it's no good. I hear you. Another fool's roll. Get away from other monsters. Yeah, past Phil said that's future Phil's problem. Always is. Always is. Bobcat says minus 40 again. Yeah, it was negative this morning when I woke up here in Michigan. Not 40, but it was negative. I think the lowest it was negative 4 Fahrenheit, maybe 3. Not very hot out. Come on, champs. We need more of ya. Yeah, boy. Maybe there's actually going to be some up at the top here, huh? It's not anywhere. Unbelievable. Whole map of no champions. No elites or anything. Yeah, that sounds pretty tough, Bobcat. Jam says it looks like luck's been on nobody's side, huh? 75, still using equipment you equip at level 30, huh? That's unfortunate. Keep plugging away, though. War Saxon said Michigan as well for him. Yeah, so you're feeling it too. Our Michigan weather. Some people got it even colder, but Ithrun. None of those elites or whatever dropped any items on my second find item. Unreal. Ugh. If I was a real S-tier magic finder, I'd count the number of champion packs I was taking out. Because I think it's a max of 8 on this level. So really, if you take out like 6 in this first half, you can just like teleport real quick through this area over here, just kind of glancing super quick. And if you don't see one, you just, if you miss one, you miss one. Saving the time, you can get onto another map or get down to the lower level that has more. So, okay. Ooh. Anybody? No. Seabot, welcome in. Doing pretty good. Hopefully you are as well. Death Dream said in Massachusetts he had the -3 as well, just like Just like I had here in Michigan, apparently. Yeah, little cold coming through. It's supposed to be, I don't know about where everyone else is, of course, but tomorrow it's like a low of like 26 here in Michigan, and the next day it's a low of like 32 or something. The next day is a low of like 34 or 36, so it's kind of like, guess winter's over. Winter's all over. Wrong weapon. I've defined item with magic. Oh, okay, some stuff there. Not the right stuff, of course, but rare. Anything good rare is just so annoying to find. We can look real quick. It's fine. That's like something you throw your first treachery in, maybe. Nothing too special there. Tips on the best merc for a singer. So you definitely probably want to have an insight to keep your energy up. I mean, beyond that, you can go with most of the same stuff I would on like this. You can go. I went treachery and Tyraels visage, and there's going to be other options too, but it's not. That's not. Don't use a cold mercenary. I can tell you that much. What do I even got here? I got the might one. You don't need the might one. Is there like maybe a defiance one I usually go with? I'd have to go double check my. I do have a build guide for that one. If you Sweet Phil Singer Barb, you could look it up. So I mean that's about the best. The main thing for that is going to be the insight, of course. That's going to be the main thing. Just to keep, because you're sucking through mana as you're shouting, right? So. B-Tide saying it's freezing where he's at. It's supposed to be like 67 in Phoenix. Freezing. I see what you did there. That's not that cold at all. I do kind of apologize. I don't know. No one's really complaining or anything like that. But yeah, this build's just a lot harder for me to read chat. So like I'm trying to, but I can't. I quite literally can't play while I'm I can't read chat while I'm playing with this build. So do forgive me. That's why I usually play Singer Barb a lot more. And then I just have to get close, and then I just hold down the button and read chat while he's la 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 la, and all the monsters drop dead. Don't I get dizzy while doing all this stuff? Not dizzy, no. I do forget stuff, like when I'm answering a question I'm trying to play, and then I forget literally what I'm talking about, or on here I forget to put up energy shield all the time, as some people probably notice. Maybe. So it just is what it is, Part of the thing there. Best Singer Barb impersonation ever, yeah. Well, that's what they do. They're like, so-mi-ta, so-pa-ta. I assume they're singing opera, the Singer Barb, the whole time.
I can't carry more.
I mean, they are, aren't they? I don't know, I always have the volume down, so I can't hear it, but that's just what I assumed it sounded like. Put a bot on the job fill. I should get. I can just pretend like I'm playing. Just sit here with my arms out kind of in front of me a little bit like this so it looks like my hands are going towards the keyboard. And then I can just be reading chat the whole time. It's a great idea. Where am I? Okay. I tried to read in chat one time for a sec, got all confused at even where I was in the map. Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes rare stuff can roll obscene amounts of enhanced damage and stuff. So it'd be kind of neat if something like that rolled really high, but... Oh boy. El Jamador. Sorry to hear that. Reminds me of your ex, huh? Well, at least it's the X now, I suppose. Gotta look on the bright side. Get back here, vile drool. Okay, I guess I didn't get nothing. Jamie, appreciate you. Happy hunting. Thank you, thank you. What's the bar build? Yeah, so this is just kind of the standard pit singer. With just ever so slightly differing items from any standard build guide for it. But the only thing different I do nowadays, throw it over here so you can see it. I use this on the, instead of a 6-isted faceplate for all the magic find, this says cannot be frozen. I put 5 ists in it, so that way you don't have to like cham your Shaco, or you don't have to throw on a whatchamacallit Trang's belt to get cannot be frozen. You don't have to throw on a Ravenfrost. So it's kind of a neat way to do it. Josh, sorry to hear that flu kicking your butt still. Yeah, a few other people were saying they were had the flu as well. So that time of the year, huh? That time of the year. Real unfortunate. My daughter's coughing like crazy, and me and the wife were sick a few weeks ago too. So, but you know, we were just. I was like weird in a sick way. I wasn't. What is going on? Why am I not hitting any swings? It's weird. That bad of luck, or they have like 70 trillion defense for no particular reason. That one champion group or whatever. Don't know. Maybe it's a skill issue. No, that's not possible. Probably chat's fault, I'm sure. See any more? One more champ? Nope, doesn't look like it. Havoc says the MF Runemaster is a good idea. Yeah, it's really reasonable idea. Very reasonable. Main hand, we got a little over 700. A little unnecessarily obnoxiously high, but that's kind of what we're going for, right? Dookoop. Yeah, same here. They gave our kids some cold days off of school, apparently, so... Boy, what's going on here? Huh. Yeah, very strange. Oh, never mind. Confused myself for a second. Don't worry about it. Just staring at the camera. Just ignore that dumb look ahead. See? Go off the forge this morning, says Mike. Nice, nice. Good luck on that. Love to see it. Ray said he woke up with a -11. Yeah, it wasn't quite that cold here, but pretty close, pretty close. You got cold over there. Jeez. See, Spike Daddy, you're kind of going back to Lazy Bones' comment saying that you could go full Grizz forward. That's one that I was thinking about taking a look at. I might just make a video here in the near future taking a look at that one. Not that I'm inventing anything, but you know, it's one that I was thinking about before and I just never did. Kind of pretty much sort of what you're saying there. Sets don't really get any love on D2R. Individual pieces here and there, and full tails, and that's about it. Some other ones, of course. I mean, I know there are definitely other stuff that works out reasonable. Oh, gosh. Beating them with my hoe toes. Never smack the monsters with your hoe toes, right? Never want to do that. The HOTOs. You. Derp, yeah, exactly. TH said took his Demon Machine Sork Dragon Armor Flickering Flame. Nice.
Good to see you.
Good old dragon. Sunil, welcome. Wicked saying he likes full Grizz on a Smiter, huh? Could be, yeah. Smiter. I mean, really, Smiter. If you just have like a tiny bit of crushing glow and open wounds, I mean, that's really all you need, and the smite skill, and you're good to go, kind of, sorta. Then pretty much anything works with it. But yeah, it would probably work pretty good. You get a good bunch of res. You got what, 3 sockets in the shield, I believe, or is it up to 3? Either always 3 or up to 3, one of the two. I have to double check that, but yeah, definitely could see that working out good. Oop, 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 miss. Good old ghost armor. No more scrolls of identify. That'll be all right. That'll be all right. Let our boy Kane help us out, huh? Can pop bulls in 85 areas drop Tyraels might? I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure I always forget which one's an elite and which one's a champion. I always forget which way the name goes, but so the one of them is 1 level higher than the area, and then the other one is 2 levels. So there's only actually only the one that's 87 can actually drop. All the regular white monsters would be 85 in that area, and I think all the things that would come out of the chests, I believe, are equal to the area level, so 85. So I think technically you could pop like a Griffin's or something, but you know, you could pop a Shaco or something, or I think maybe even like a Griffin's. I think Griffin's is 82. There's something treasure class, item level. There might be something there that why it couldn't, but I'm almost positive, very, very, very high level of positivity that you couldn't drop a Tyraels might. Like, I think based upon their level, like these guys right there, those guys couldn't drop Tyraels might. I think they're 86 technically. I think those are the ones that are 86, and like, let me try to find one. Probably this. Oh, that guy. He died so fast, but how these are the minions with the one guy in the middle, those ones will be 87. Like this one right here, he'll be 87. He could drop Tyraels, or she, I guess, but well, can't say for sure. I didn't ask what they were, but that's my understanding of it. What level is your barbarian? I'm 93 right now, so if I do a few more runs here, I'll probably bump up to 94. But yeah, this is only players 1 difficulty, so it might not go very quick. I think the next Terror Zone is actually Trav, so I think I will go do that maybe, but with no fire res and the way it's set up for pit zerking, it might be a bad time, you know, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to want to do that or not. Because a pit zerker and a Trav runner are usually set up quite differently. Well, like half differently, I should say. My fire res is like 0, literally. Like I have some, but only up to 0, so I'm not negative. Which, yeah. And because they're damaging you, and with Berserk, you have no life leech. Like you have to have your Trav Zerker set up kind of different than your Pit Zerker. Bobby J, just lurking, just wanted to say, back-to-back Diablo, appreciate you. Brought my love back for Diablo. Appreciate you, Bobby. Appreciate you. Just swap Chances for the low laying of hands. You could do, yeah, that'd be a little bit. Get my fire res up to 67 or whatever. That's probably the easiest. Yeah, just lose a little bit of magic, fine. See if that's enough. I think they're, what is it? I need to get lightning too, because what's that? They do the thing with their hand, the lightning, and I think that mana burns you as well. Yeah, I don't, I mean, we could try it out. Usually what I'd end up doing is I just, like, get close to them and actually howl. If you howl them quick enough, then they don't put down hydras and stuff, and all the non-elite ones don't put down hydras and stuff, so they all run away. But then you just gotta, like, chase them down. It's a little bit slower, but then I don't have to fully respec my character, essentially. Because the thing is, too, is that I could just use potions here and there, but they don't drop full rejuves out there, which is annoying. We'll give her a whirl, though. I'll probably do what you're saying, just throw on Laying of Hands and get the fire res, and you got some other stuff on there to help you out, right? The damage to demons and the increased attack speed. I think the damage to demons still helps out with Berserk. I think that's the last thing that happens after all the other calculations, is that the damage gets changed to magic. I think we had talked about that one time on stream. We looked it up, and that's what it was. But Kind of a I think so, but don't quote me on it type of situation. Just take all your gear and swap it for all different gear. Solved. Good call, Rochi. Totally. Ooh. Slap on a spirit real fast. Then I wouldn't have cannot be frozen. I do have one. Not that one. Yeah, we'll try it out. With what, maybe to swap the one item, see what's up. Why not? Should I keep trying to run Andy on P3 or just do lower cross until I get infinity from your mercenary? Well, those are like two completely different objectives, so if you don't need, it depends what you need, I guess. I would probably run lower Kuras, but it's going to be a personal preference because a lot of people hate lower Kuras, but you're not really going to get high runes from running Andy. If you want to try to get like Shaco and Ariots and like whatnot, Mage Fist, Viper Magi, stuff like that from Andy. But if you have all that kind of stuff, then you probably want to stop doing Andy and do some other places. But I mean, if it was me personally, I would do LK. Yeah. I would do LK to get Enigma first, personally. Because once you have Enigma, you can do this build similarly to this. You can do hammers, foe, you know, all the builds that get opened up and they're so much more efficient with Enigma. It's going to take even longer from LK than Infinity, of course, but unless you don't want to run any other build except for exclusively Sorceress, then, you know, that's kind of my take on her.
I can't carry anymore.
Wait, what's going on? What? Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Look at that beaut. Why do I love the Lemrune so much? Look at it. Just look at it. So funny. So funny. Lem, 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 lem. Hype. Oh. Whoa. Holy crap. My foot just started hurting so bad. That's strange. Very strange. Now it's fine. DP knows what's up. Best in the game. Ooh, yeah. Need gear because I'm in like magic and rare gear. Can't even going on your traps in, huh? Yeah, I guess Andy, running Andy on a Trapsin though wouldn't really be my go-to, but yeah, I usually never try to farm up my gear solo on a Trapsin. Like I've never really tried to do that because it sounds like it would be miserable. I either am like on ladder where I'll farm up some stuff and trade it to get the gear I need. You know, I farm up in the way that build would be most efficient, or start with a sorceress on single player. Farm up the gear that way from Andy, Meph, LK, and then move on to other builds from there. Built-in characters, but Dolrune, not nearly as cool as Lem, huh? Best find so far, that Lem a second ago, yeah. Don't look like there's any more guys around here. Oh, I thought I clicked that. Could it be? No. Josh said, don't, he does not farm LK, yeah. Some people are like that, you know, nothing wrong with it. Slybroad, yo! Thank you for the tier 1 sub, you Slayer. Appreciate ya. Thank you so much for supporting the channel over there on Twitch. What a Slayer. What a Slayer. TH says Tyraels Chambers, you say, huh? Yeah, Tyraels is cool. I'd never usually run it unless it's terrorized, but I've seen people use it for farming up stuff like that. Farming up things. Just not an 87 area, but... Oh, DP! Thank you so much for the 2 months of Slayership there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Continue to support the channel. Yeah, we'll check it. Could be something okay. $200 calories burned. Jeez, I must be so skinny right now. It's crazy. Just look down and it tells you how far you went and stuff. 50 minutes, 1.5 miles maybe. Let's see what it says. Almost 2. I'm not walking super fast, so just casually. Oh, it is Trav right now. I forgot about that. Is it worth it to use a Zerker with Terror Zones? Well, yeah. When it's like the Swampy Pits Terror Zone, you know? I don't want... I'm not a big fan of the game telling me what I have to do as well. So, I don't like specifically only playing builds so that you specifically can only run Terror Zones. So, it's just not... It's not the way I rock. I don't let other people dictate how I live my life, you know what I mean? We'll try Trav. Trav is a good barbarian anyways, but like I was saying, this build's not set up the perfect. We'll try once how it is, which I think is going to go a little sketch. And then I'm going to have to shout some stuff away before we, you know, I have to scare them so they don't use their, boy. Yeah, see, because you don't life leech anything when you're hitting with Zerk. You end up going through your potions, so... And I don't think it's mostly the Hydras. I think it's mostly them zapping you and hitting you. So we'll see. I'll go grab the laying of hands. I could very well be wrong too. So finally, so this is actually crazy that this just popped up. This is actually, shockingly enough, my first ever single player 220 Java rare gloves in. What, 4 years? I found them online, but this is the first pair on single player. Not great. I mean, 220s with 6 strength. But hey, I got some now. So the next ones I find are going to be great. Yeah, they're kind of only hype for me in this one particular instance right now. They're not really that great, but you know. Yeah, let's go. Oh, no, I don't think. Nope. There we go. Grand Charm, no good. Yeah, we'll check this, I guess. But yeah, no good. All right, let's go grab some laying of hands, which would be. Where would they even be at? Belts, boots, gloves could be there. Perhaps a sign. Should run Javazon? Could be. Setmo says, any chance on a hardcore speedrun anytime soon? Hardcore, probably not. I've been thinking about trying speedrun stuff, like trying to learn it to get better at the game and stuff like that, so maybe. So Next run, Tyraels confirmed. So yeah, this should actually maybe help out the damage a little bit. The fire res. Almost up there, so we'll see how it goes with that. I don't know how much necessarily is going to help me. The Terror Zone will bump up the experience gain here, though. I'll definitely get to the other level here in a second. We'll do the howl. Oh boy, all these other monsters out here. Ah. Boy. Get back here. Oh boy. So I think the thing I remember that helped me out the most when I was out here running, I was using, I think it was budget gear on ladder maybe. I think I threw on a storm shield and I was like just goated. I remember if I remember. That's why I end up being a little bit more of a fan of doing the builds where you can leech life back. Just makes it easier. Somewhat. Zerker MF so stressful. Yeah, it doesn't have, you can definitely build the build's not really set up for out here is why. So if I was running specifically Trav, I would do things differently. So maybe it's armor? Yeah. Nothing socketed in it, but we'll throw it on and try. I think that just the different things on Storm Shield is just like primo. Losing Ancients on Nightmare too early. So losing Ancients. Doing Ancients too early. I mean, I guess kind of, but usually no one ever does them too early. Like, as long as you're like level 40 or something, you're probably fine. Usually people will run Nightmare. I mean, kind of I don't want to say standard, but the easiest way. I do lose a ton of Magic Find by doing that, though. Not that, I mean, I still have 500. Diminishing return. We'll take a look at it. I could be completely wrong. See? Mercenary's getting wrecked, though, because his gear set up. See, now I'm taking no damage at all. Storm Shield for the win. For the win. Yeah, 500 really enough, yeah. Hey, there's never enough Magic Find. What are you talking about? Too much Magic Find. Scoff! We'll just run it. I don't feel like being most max efficiency here or anything. Anything good yet? Few little things, Tannis. Nothing that you're gonna lose your mind about. But a few little things. Storm Shield is so goated for survivability, it's crazy. Alex asks, what about after you find Tyraels Might? Oh yeah, I don't have Cannot Be Frozen anymore. It's good call. Boy, Mercenary just destroyed. Don't want to use another potion. Won't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. Maybe I'll just throw the Fortitude back on it out here, maybe. Instead of the Treachery. Because if the Treachery's not procced yet, then it's just kind of, you know, not doing a lot for you. This is another thing I hate about Terror Zones. When you specifically... There's like certain builds where you can run anywhere. But then other builds you can't, and I want to play a lot of different builds, so... Suicide branch. Yeah, you could suicide branches and throw on a Trang's belt or whatever. I think you'll end up with a lot less skills. And you'll end up with like 5 less skills. It's, I mean, what is that really? You know, your battle ordering up, whatever, I guess. Oh, let's go get that back. Once in a while, one will shatter with the Fortitude chilling frozen armor, but I mean, what's the big deal, right? Thomas, yo! Jeezy, what is up? Haven't seen me stream in a while. Sorry about the lions, yeah. Unfortunate, huh? Unfortunate. You know what they say, though? Is what it is, right? Is what it is. Alright. Huh. I'm not surviving as good this time. Yeah, having cannot be frozen would be wicked, wicked awesome. But, oh well. There's another guy running around up in here. Didn't see him. We'll be alright though. Maybe we'll just grab a few regular potions and use those instead of my full rejuves all the time. Really don't want to have to get perfect gear to min-max everything. Jamador, yeah, I'll probably retire. Why don't I use a loot filter? You know, it's not really that important. You don't really need to use it. There's not that much stuff. It's not really that helpful at all, to be honest. Like, players 8 LK is about the only time you really need it, and cows out here you don't really need it. Also, I literally only need one item on my Holy Grail, and yeah, hoping that I'd find it. And then if you play loot filters and you make videos, you get all these comments on your videos like, "Oh, you're faking your drops because you're playing one of the mods." Oh, okay. And you get, so it's just like, I don't really see the point to using one. Demon hide boots. I could throw that on. That'd help out here, right? Never. It's never a Tyraels amulet. Unearthed wand. Unfortunate. Andy's off of Andy's. Nice, Josh. Nice. Try Dragadin. Yeah. I mean, offline single player Dragadin. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't like using like a bunch of high runes to make items that are only used on one build that I'm going to use one time. I do it once in a while. It depends on how expensive the rune words are. Like, if it takes like one high rune that maybe I'll do it. I've done it a couple other times, but I don't like using like multiple high runes to make rune words that are literally only used on one build in the game. Hit him. Hit him. Not saying I never will, but just in general. Gold, 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 gold! Phil sussing that. Yeah, I mean, I made the one answer ridiculous, of course, but I'm really not that sweaty. I'm not walking very fast. I'm only 2 1/4. Only 2 1/4. Not walking super quick. I'm not going to walk all day or anything, so. Let's see. Habsar. Yeah, on a playthrough, your merc's going to die a lot. It's hard to have good enough gear on a playthrough to have your mercenary survive, so. Kind of is what it is, especially if you don't have teleport depending on your character to pull your merc to safety. Ooh, almost missed that. Would have been a disaster. Feel about Last Wish? Very expensive. I never really use it because it's so expensive, and I don't think it would be in most circumstances a lot better than just, I mean, grief is so nasty, you know? But like I kind of go off of a lot of other people's opinion there, to be perfectly honest. Like I hear kind of people say split things on that one. So I'm just like, yeah, I mean, if people are split on it, and this other one costs 700 trillion times more than the other, like, I'll just stick with this. I get all these? Okay. It's all good, Sam. Yeah, is what it is. Only one team and we'll win in the end, so. Dragon and awesome, you should try it. Yeah, I mean it would be cool. I know it's got the fire going out, because that's Dragon is like Zeal, right?
Good day.
The fire from the Dragon part almost works like static. With no lower cap on it, but for, I don't know, one day. It's not like I would just, I'm like, oh, I'll never use that, I hate it, you know, but just like kind of the reasons I said before is kind of why I wouldn't right now. Get back here. Runs too fast. I think there was another monster there at the last second, but go Dragon in, but use Fist of the Heavens. Interesting. Never really looked into it, but I don't know if I've ever heard anyone mention that before.
Stay a while and listen.
You're just a Fist of the Heavens paladin, but you max out the fire aura instead of. Yeah, I guess you can kind of do that. Since foe takes like no. It's like 40 points and your foe is maxed. Oh yeah, that's why I never use it. Charge as your movement, not having teleport. Rough. And for that reason, I'm out. You know what, on this mercenary I should rock. It probably wouldn't be enough to matter, but the whole cure, whatchamacallit. You know what, I may not, I wonder if I didn't have insight. If I used a different rune word. Because Infinity has that conviction order that hurts their defense, right? Then you'd land more blows. Maybe I forgot about something here. Level 95. I need to get to 95 here. 2, 17, 11 all res. Obedience shatters, yeah. I don't know how the mana would work out without having insight on there. I don't remember offhand. I'm sure I tried it at some point in my life, but, you know, hard to remember. That looked like a purple armor fly off there. Was that Tal's armor, or am I just completely mistaken? Hard to say. Nope. Random embossed plate.
I am overburdened.
Fake low, thank you. Sure. Throw on a flickering flame. Could do that. But I mean, I was just talking about you know, if you could get a little boost out of your mercenary to land more blows, you know, when you're swinging. If you didn't need the insight, because the insight's not, I mean, it keeps your mana up, and that's like all it's doing, right? I mean, it is obviously an okay weapon, but and the thing is too is I really don't think most of the damage I'm taking, like right now anyways, is coming from the fire. Most of it's coming from like them hitting me. It's like you can stand here and let them shoot you, and it with the fire res I got at the moment. Alright, guess we found all those, so check that.
I am overburdened.
Don't feel like it. Trav Barb's usually whirlwind. Lazy mode. Yeah, whirlwind. I'm a big fan of frenzy too, just because it's also lazy mode, you know? You just hold down the button and you just run forward. Well, yeah, I wasn't planning on coming out here, but it just popped up and I figured I'd go do it. I did get another level. I guess I should probably put those stats in that skill somewhere, huh? Even though wherever I put it's going to be like a 0.1% benefit to my character, probably. There he is. Oh, there's a few more over here. How about that? How about that? And yeah, I don't know how much more time I want to spend min-maxing the build when there's 34 more minutes of this terror zone, you know what I mean? That's gonna be something stupid where I'll have to switch all the gear back again. Duck says watches streams or TV while he's doing runs. Yeah, it definitely helps out for sure. The Varakana. Finally catching a live stream. Only watch on YouTube videos. Welcome in there over on Twitch. Appreciate you. I do stream YouTube and Twitch, by the way. You can catch either spot. Duck said he shoots for 200 runs a day. Rocking out, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so the way I run, because obviously I make content on it too, so it's going to be a little different, but I never thought of like runs per day. I just try to hit like 2 runs a minute is usually just what I kind of go for. So that'd be 120 runs an hour. Get back here. Okay, just run away forever. It's fine. Whoopsie. No good. Guys are hiding everywhere. Sneaking another champ real quick. Rain, okay, last season was pretty fun, says Damn. So, yeah, I personally don't mind it too much to a point, but yeah, it's going to be different because I usually stream and I'm chatting with you guys and stuff like that, so. Great to see you stream. Been done with PoE, hype back to MF, and ooh, Novasork Life. That's what I'm talking about. Great build right there. Great build. Holy moly. Go away already. Yeah, not having cannot be frozen on here is an annoyance for sure. That. Anything else I should be looking at? Nah. I think gonna try the new season of D4. No, I never even got the expansion. Well, I mean, technically I guess I have it, but I never even installed the expansion. I'm pretty much done with D4, unless something like crazy happens. I feel like, hey, you know the direction we've been going? We're going in the complete opposite direction. We're gonna make the game more like Diablo 2 instead of like more like Diablo Immortal. This guy, huh? Blue Shaco. Okay, all right.
I can't carry anymore.
Guess there's nothing there. Good luck on the hunt, Dark Hope. Appreciate you. Bruce Wayne saying, wishes they made a Diablo game just like Diablo 2, right? Just make it just like Diablo 2, but just make it with better graphics, new areas, right? Wouldn't that be sick? Just sick. I mean, nowadays that's like impossible, though, to be perfectly honest. Making a game the way that a good game is made, you can't like make enough profit nowadays for it to be shareholder viable. Not to mention there's so many incentives for the game you need to make as much money as quick as possible. It's not about like long-term making a good game, a game good for long-term. It's about getting profits now so that you can have the stock pump up and then sell your shares real quick and turn a profit like that, you know, because the CEOs get compensated in shares, so the share price has to go up. That's the most important thing. That's my take on the economics of it anyways. The thing is too is I'm always right, so that was the part of the statement that's a joke. D22. Ooh, exactly, Vivi. Exactly. Speaking of Vivi, me and my daughter started playing Final Fantasy IX here recently. Legit. I don't remember if you've been in here since I would have told you that before. Oh no. There must have been a conviction order or something somewhere. Don't see one here. Something got him good. Poor guy. She kind of likes it. She doesn't like the fighting, and she doesn't like the talking. So I don't know. She does kind of like it, I guess, though. She doesn't like reading the stuff, and she doesn't like doing the battles. She just likes running around and like exploring and like finding chests and stuff, picking stuff up. Kind of funny. Thomas says they added a new skin for the classes in D4. Nice, nice. That's hype. Hype. So my daughter was playing D4 the other day. She likes doing the dress up. You know, she changes the hair and the clothes and stuff on the characters. My 8-year-old daughter. Actually, I didn't see any in action, but so you can ride around on like leopards and stuff now, like Black Panthers and stuff, instead of a horse. From my understanding, there, I was looking at the the horse guy or whatever. I was like, dang, dude, those look pretty sick. I didn't try running around with it yet though, because I don't really care that much. But the models look pretty sick, I should say.
I can't carry anymore.
Ethernal saying, love the card game in 8. Oh yeah, she hates the card game too, in 9. Yeah, the card game in 8. Yeah, I don't know if I liked it or if I can't remember, or if I just did it a bunch because I knew at the end of the game you could get way better stuff from some of the cards you could get. I don't remember. I'm not like have to 100% it, but also I like to try to like do most of the stuff. So Eternal, yeah, it was Titus, I guess. I know Squall was 8, so. Or it was the main character in 9 was like Zidane or something like that. Oh, Titus was, I think that was 10. Maybe. Could be wrong. Just wrecked.
I can't carry anymore.
Not really getting nothing out here. Typical Trav, huh? Typical Trav. Right now we're at like 500, Luciano. It's like 700 if I have it set up for actually running like the pits and stuff, but... Kana saying was super hyped about his first T-Mite drop. Yeah, I mean, I would be too. I would be too. See, 136. I might just... Honestly, I might just stop running Trav out here. Not a really big Trav fan. It was just Tyraels, so I thought I would do something different, but... Got the next level at least, so when I eventually do die from not paying attention, it won't matter, I guess. Small victory. Cruel? Ah. Boom. Trav's a myth, no doubt. Yeah, nobody likes Trav. No one. Oh, Ito Frito saying my daughter will probably like the chocobo part. Maybe. We'll see. Because it's like borderline like a tiny puzzle. Maybe she'll like it a little bit. I'll have to find out when I can get to... I think we could probably get to it right now, actually. But I'll have to look into where the little forest is at or whatever. And I don't remember exactly when it is or whatever. So we'll just swap these couple pieces around, go back to the pits. How long have I been walking for? I'll give it a few more minutes. Actually, before we head out to the pits, I don't think I'm going to stop walking. I don't want to overdo it. I did a couple hours last night when I wasn't streaming or nothing, just hanging out, and then plus I want to go to the gym later and do leg day at the gym, so don't want to overdo it. So just give me like 60 seconds. I got to move the treadmill real quick and stuff, so. Now it's got to put the desk down. Goes kind of slow, but we'll get there. Couple more seconds. Take my walking shoes off and then we're ready to go. Pick up with one arm, what a legend. Yeah, I mean, it's got wheels on it, so you just kind of roll it and stand it up. I didn't like pick it up over my head like a lateral raise or something. It's crazy how the whole world looks different when you're standing up the whole time and then you sit down. Everything's changed. Nothing will be the same from now on. Boy, it is crazy how much easier it is to play when your whole body's not moving around the whole time. Holy smokes, it is so much easier. First unique second armor in Trav a few minutes ago. It was Tyraels' might? Of course it was. Of course it was. Congrats. Move the mic a little closer. Didn't realize it was so far away. Only 17 likes? No way. That can't be true. No, it probably is depending on when you get into the stream. It sometimes it screenshots how many likes there are when you come into the stream, and then it never really goes up when people hit the like button or whatever. There's got to be more than 17. That's like illegal. I might just end the stream if that's true. Can't be true. Can't be. Pits or cows for a 6 open socket is staff. I mean, target farming one particular base item like that is like a fool's errand almost. Like you just gotta, I would say, I would not try to find it personally. I would go out and try to do something else and hope it drops, because you could find that like almost anywhere in hell difficulty. Yes, technically cows is going to be like, if specifically trying to find socketed items, no magic find, high players count cows is going to be the best. But man, how I hate cows, you know. Obviously I'm going to give recommendations based upon my opinions. So I don't like cows. And you can't find super rare uniques. You can get high runes in bases, but I wouldn't pick either one. I would try to find other things. Keys and runes, like I would kind of like run the pits and cast sanctuary and then go here and go there, go to different places. Yeah, I mean, if you're I guess I would say this: if you're looking literally just for a blank 6-socketed staff, run the cows, because you could actually find that kind of quick. But I was thinking in my head when you said 6-socketed staff, I was thinking of it like a good obsession base is what perfectly came to mind. And they're so rare and so uncommon to find that I wouldn't try to hunt those. But I guess if all you need is a blank 6-socketed staff, you could run cows and find one relatively quickly, I think. Like quick enough that it might be worth it to run cows then. I think I would do that. But yeah, to get the right skills to roll on an obsession base, it's like good luck, you know. I would not dedicate individual time to only hunting that item. Looks like we're up to the 160s on the likes. Look at that. Appreciate you. 170s now. What? Let's go. Appreciate you. Chat. Flotza hates those cows too. Do you love steak though? You hate them so much that you eat them. Jeez. Goodness. Ah. Oh, I gotta remember to grab full rejuice while I'm in here. I haven't even been paying attention, because usually when you're doing this, you don't really use a ton. If I use them all up. Smulp says you gotta kind of find the base and then be like, oh, now I can make the build. Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. Because you're not gonna find it if you want to try to find it. You just gotta... You have like a once in a lifetime chance of finding it. After D2R, what next? What do you mean after D2R? There is no life after D2R. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, right? I would say the most likely thing is maybe at some point I'll start mixing some other things in. And then see if I decide to make the incredibly difficult effort to transfer over to being some other kind of content creator.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry.
Oh, let's go like this. But I think some people, unless you go all in on some other game that's like popular right now, it's really not easy to change genres, like even from one game to another. And the thing is I don't like new games, so. Winged axe. Can you be ethereal for me? No. But Lacerator is still a cool item. I don't know about quite a bit, but you find them. It's a good item though for that throw barb. Ooh. So not bad. Someone say steak. Yeah, they did G stacks. Medium well steak is what they said. Medium well. Food with Phil. I thought about doing something like that, but maybe. I might still do it because I don't want to have to... If I ever do another channel or something, I don't want it to be a channel that I have to be like an expert on something, or I have to do all this like research or something. I mean, I don't know, like... I kind of just wanted to play off of like my good looks and charm, you know what I mean? You're like, no, Phil, we have no idea what you mean by that. Don't play League of Legends. Never crossed my mind. I honestly, is it a first-person shooter? Like, I'm not even sure what kind of game it is. I don't know anything about it. No, if I did anything else about games, it would be like retro games, like of some kind. I don't know exactly what. Like, it's not something that's in the near future or anything, or. Yeah. So asking about what would I recommend first? I would much rather go Enigma, because then it opens up this build right here. Any of the Necromancers, the Paladins, Fists of the Heavens, or Hammerden. You can teleport around with your Assassin. You can teleport around with your Druid. It's even like the best armor on a lot of Sorcerers builds. So I definitely would go Enigma first. Unless you're literally only going to do Sorceress, and then I would go Infinity. That's my take on her. Oopsie. Ogre gauntlets, come on! Oh. League is like WoW? Okay, yeah. I had no idea. I don't, yeah, WoW I never got into. League, that is one that I've heard people say that a lot of people are huge into, but I never watched it, seen it, or anything, so. Yeah, like I was saying, if I ever did anything about other video games, it would be like Elder Scrolls games or Fallout games or like something like that. And I don't know if I would have to figure out how to do good variety content, I guess, instead of just like for Diablo 2, obviously I kind of know what's going on. Joshua says PoE sick. Yeah, I just don't feel like trying to learn all new games. Like I don't know. Which base do I consider best for Enigma? Boy, I don't know.
What can I do for you?
Dusk, I guess. The base for Enigma is, I feel like it's not even going to be that important. I stuck mine in a Wormhide just to be different, just to be a legend. If you want to go Mage Plate, I completely understand it. Having a low strength, then it'll push you up higher, and you're good to go there. If you want to go Dusk, Archon, whichever one you pick, you're gonna be fine. Like having like 7 extra points into vitality, I don't think is gonna matter. It's one of those situations where, like, if someone took your gear and swapped it off and you wouldn't notice, then I wouldn't really worry about it. Ghost of Tsushima? Never heard of it. Yeah, it kind of yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't follow the gaming news and stuff as much. It kind of shocks people when I tell them like how much of I'm not really much of a gamer, to be honest. Like, I actually am a Diablo 2 player, and that's what I am, you know. I'm not like a gamer that does and follows games and stuff, you know, plays a bunch of games. Conquer saying should try Elden Ring. Yeah, I was hyped for a while. I haven't heard anything about Elden Ring in a long time. Yakuza, I've never heard of that one either. Yeah, maybe you guys underestimate the amounts that I don't follow video games. It's a lot. Flot says talking about the Enigma base, people always want Archon, but doesn't matter that much. Yeah, the only time I'm really concerned with the base is if sometimes if I'm making it online, I'll be concerned just because people will worry due to the trade value, essentially. Because if you made one in this, people would be like, oh, you made it in some garbage like base. Never mind, I don't even want that. Forget it. It's like, okay. Like, I wouldn't make it in, like... I wouldn't make my Enigma in, like, a lacquered plate or something, or a Bullrog skin, but... hard game, I probably wouldn't like it. Maybe. I mean, I am a professional gamer, though, so maybe it'll be fine for me. I tried to say that without laughing, and I couldn't do it.
I can't carry anymore.
I tried. Oh, Matt, I seen the Grand Charm. The thing is I never miss items while I'm streaming. Never have. Vladon saying I could be a Mario Kart speedrunner. Could. I could do that. Looks like there was a champ up here somewhere. Ever play Souls games? I played one of the Dark Souls. Don't think I ever beat it though. One of the bosses I just couldn't really get down, like the attack patterns or whatever. And then I just, there was a couple times where I would fight a boss and I'm like, I got the attack pattern down, but I don't know why. Like I'm dodging it and it's just hitting me every time. I don't know what's going on. And I'd quit playing for like a week and I'd try to fight him like 40 times. And then I was like, whatever. I'd come back after like a week, fight him one time and instantly beat him. Easy. And then I'm like, okay. And then that would happen again, like a few days later with a different boss. You know, I'd try to beat him like 40 times, couldn't beat him, and I'm like, okay, is this game like have some thing in it where it's like a relative difficulty based upon how much it thinks you're struggling, it's trying to keep you to play, but it's going to try to keep it hard or something? Probably just like fabricating things in my head, but it honestly seemed that way. And then I got to a boss that was like that, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to stop playing, I guess. And I'm not really one to like, I guess I would, there's nothing wrong with it. Usually I might look up like how to get down the boss attack patterns or whatever, but I just didn't feel like it. And I'm not a big fan of games where it's like dodge, 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 you know, like where you have to get down like the boss's attack mechanics and you're just like dodging and dodging and running this way and running that way. And oh, here's the time when they programmed it that you're allowed to attack. You know, I don't like those kind of fights, you know. Like, oh, can't attack now or you'll instantly die. You can't attack right now or you'll instantly die. Like, during this particular phase, the boss technically is completely immune, so you can't do anything except dodge, dodge, dodge. You know, I don't like that kind of stuff. $213, getting there. Fuchi's welcome in, yo yo yo. Farokana saying doesn't like the dusk because just because your character looks like a homeless person. I guess I never thought about it. I know some of them look better than others, in you know people's opinions, and I get it, but I never thought about the dusks that way, I suppose. Oh, usually there's not a boss over there, or I always miss him, I guess. No good. I'll grab my hoodie here. I'm freezing now that I'm not walking. So you don't play any other games? Almost never, pretty much, Daniel. Not anymore. I mean, I used to. Like, I played all the Elder Scrolls games. I like the older Final Fantasies. By older, I mean PS1 days. 7, 8, 9. Let's see, Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Grand Theft Auto was cool. I was big into the Call of Duties and Halos, those first-person shooters of that era. But then I started not liking them after they started adding, like, jetpacks and stuff like that to every single game. Laser guns and stuff like that. I was like, all right, never mind, I'm out of here. Well, I mean, Halo always had laser guns, but that one's specifically talking about Call of Duty, so... Yeah. Stop playing Halo when they added in laser guns. You don't say, Phil. Starfield? No, I never played that one. It was one that I was like, I seen about or heard about, and then when it came, and then I was like, I'll wait till it comes out and we'll see what's up. And it's part of the thing too. Like, obviously, I love Diablo 2, but also, it's hard to justify to play other games when this is my job, right? Like. Like, literally, if I Like if I'm playing Diablo 2 and I get lucky and a good item drops, and I can get a clip out of it, I could literally pay my electric bill. So like it's hard to play other games when it's like, you know, not that that's like the sole thing, but it's just a reality. It's just a fact. Resident Evils, I mean, I played Resident Evil 1 and 2, and I think I played up till 1 and 2 and 4 maybe. I know 1 and 2 for sure because my buddy had number 2. I played the first one for a little, like one of my cousins had it and I tried it, and then my friend had number 2, and then I bought 1 and 2 for myself at some point. So, and then the one with Leon and that girl or whatever for PS2, there was that one. So, and then the one that was in Africa, I played that one. It was pretty cool. But then since then, I haven't. I think those ones were 4 and 5. I could be wrong, though. I could be very wrong on that. Code Veronica. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I never played that one. The day job? No, I've been full-time doing this for like 3 years, I guess. 4 years? 3.5 years? Yeah, and it's like it's not like a joke or anything. Like, I'm married with kids, so like, you know, I got responsibilities that I gotta take care of with this too. So. Tyrant Club, yo! Not that great, just kidding. Throw out a man bun? I mean, how am I gonna do that? Just put them on the sides? Because I couldn't put one on top, I know that. Yeah, these people. Whoop. Playing other games takes away from time to play D2R. Smalps knows what's up, see? This guy knows what's going on. No, I would definitely take a little, like, if they came out with a new Elder Scrolls or Fallout game, I would probably, you know, give her a whirl or whatever. How long I'd do it for? Would I permanently switch my channel? I mean, that's a different thing there, but try them or play them, you know. Or I had heard, I don't know the validity of this. It could have been completely fabricated. You never know what you see on the internet. But I don't know if anyone else had heard this, that they're doing a Final Fantasy IX remake. But not like 7 exactly though. Like it is going to be a remake, but but just like a one game remake, you know what I mean? Not like a remake series like that. Verokana. So yeah, it's kind of like a joke that I'm looking at them ogre malls, by the way. Ogre malls, I mean. I said it right on accident, forgive me. But pretty much for have the high enhanced damage and then like increased attack speed. But it's not actually good or worth anything, so. It's more of like a channel meme. And by more of, I mean that's exactly what it is. And we're going full-time 76 creator. I've never tried that. Was 76, was that the one that was a cell phone game, or is that the one that was the multiplayer, the MMO one? I think that was the MMO one. Yeah, I heard that game was like busted when it first came out. I'm assuming they did a lot to fix it, but I haven't heard much about it. Like, I didn't even understand how it was possible. Somehow people could just like go into your shared stash and take all your stuff somehow. I don't know how that could be possible to be a glitch in a game or an exploit, but it's pretty wild.
I can't carry anymore.
The almighty Lem rune. That's not a channel meme. That really is the best rune in the game for sure. Like everybody knows it. It is known. It was a mess at launch. That's Flot. Better now, he thinks. He thinks. Is the Lion Super Bowl window closed? No, I don't think so. I mean, definitely they had some prime opportunities, and you never know what could, like, if things are going to go worse next year. But I mean, even if our offense takes a step back, if we can have like not that bad of defensive bad luck, I mean, we're gonna have Hutch back with Zadarius Smith. I mean, they're looking at getting another like good pass rusher. They're going to be drafting people in the defense. You're thinking a bunch of people are going to be, hopefully, our secondary could get better. We'll be drafting guys for the secondary. We still got our entire team under contract, essentially. So, yeah, we're losing our coordinators, but it's pretty much like this. It's definitely not guaranteed. I'm not saying it's closed, but it could be, and it could close. But I'm not ready to say that yet. Do I wish we kept Ben Johnson? Sure. But, you know, you got to live in the real world, right? The one thing is we better beat the Chicago next year. Like, they better not beat us ever. Drew. No, she actually kind of told me to do it, pretty much. But yeah, since we've been together, I've I blew on my back at work and stuff, and she's been wanting me to get out of the factory forever. And the type of work that she does is, you know, we'll call it non-traditional, I guess. So she doesn't really, you know, she was just like, well, if that doesn't work out, you just get a job doing something else. You know what I mean? So. Best set in the game, light radius. Better believe it. Everybody knows that too. This is all just common sense stuff. And yes, I am kidding about that. Don't want a newer person to get the wrong idea there. See if I can remember on the next run to go get some scrolls of identify, huh? Over under. Plus 200 that if I remember. Where are we at here? Great Marsh, Terra Zone, garbage. What's looking online? Spider Forest. No good. We get back here. Itchy, itchy. Alright, Tyraels mine on this run. Guaranteed. I'm calling it. Whoa. By that I mean I'm gonna die on this run. Wait, was there another champion there? No, it must have just been... You see the triple arrows coming at you. Oh yeah, that's a champion over there, but just... Sometimes it's just 3 archers standing next to each other. Back to work. So, have a good day. A Thurnal saying in D1 if you had negative light radius you'd be blinded. I guess I kind of forgot about that or didn't know that or whatever. Whichever one you want to call. I did play D1 the one time. Definitely not an expert D1er though. To say the least. Switch, there we go. Quick, nothing, nothing. Just nothing. Oh, I didn't go get any scrolls with Identify either. I'll remember this time. Paulo saying how Andy not being nice, huh? That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, sometimes it can be that way, huh?
Greetings.
Just gotta keep plugging away. It'll pop off for you eventually, whatever you're looking for. I do know that I've definitely tried to get my Harlequin's Crest that way, the Shaco, and did not have good luck, so... I pretty much got to 1,000 runs and was like, all right, I'll try a different area now. So, ended up getting one off of Diablo. I was doing chaos runs one time. Keyword eventually, yeah. Proven fact. I guarantee you, if you do enough runs, you will get one. Could be 70,000, but that bro is... I didn't see what that archer had, but it was unfun, tell you that much. Unfun. Bartok's Shaco, even Chances, huh? You think if you had a few of them like that, you'd get one of them here pretty soon? All I can say is best of luck. Maybe don't grind yourself out on that one spot. Maybe mix it up a little bit. But yeah, Andy, definitely a good spot to get any of that stuff. Best spot for Griffins. Yeah, Griffins is rare enough. I could tell you the places that are technically, like, statistically the fastest, but it's so rare that it's not like applicable information for real life. Like, probably Pindle is going to be the fastest technically. Like, Pindle with an item find barb, stacking his bazillion magic find, but even with that, it could take you 50,000 runs to get a Griffin's. Like, statistically, you're gonna get one before 50,000, but like, odds that work the way they are. It's supposed to be. Anyone know the number offhand? Sir Fox was just doing that not that long ago. I thought it was like 1 in 12,000 runs or something. I don't know if that number is accurate, but that's what I thought it was for like a high magic find. But could take you 40,000 runs. Bruce Wayne says, why not pick up green rings? So in D2R, there are no good set rings. There's only the two, right? Cathin's and is it Arcane something? But they're both really low level, not good rings, the green ones. And oh, Angelics. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I guess Angelics does have a use technically, but it's so low level and they're so common, like, it's not going to be anything really worth using, so. Or it's not going to be worth picking up after you already have two of them, like, you know. Wait, where'd they go? There was a champ here. Alright. Very sneaky. Lost him. Thought there was. Guess not. Never mind. Wait. I don't know. Losing my mind, I guess. Cool looking item, but not used anywhere. Well, I'll identify it, sure. Tebek's Glory. Block rate, block chance. Maybe it's actually good, huh? Attacker takes damage at 30. Ooh. Maybe that's good if you're making a attacker takes damage character. That very oftenly used attacker takes damage character. Cathin's from time to time for starting melee. Yeah, I mean, if you're in normal difficulty with a melee character or something, yeah. Just a quick, easy way to get life leech, right? Besides life leech, I don't even remember anything else that's on it. I think there's just one or two things that are kind of meh. But yeah, I'm sure I've done it before. Early on, you just throw on whatever can help you out. Marta, yeah, I mean, this is hell difficulty. This is just players 1, though. P1. For the task that I'm completing, for what I'm trying to do right now, P1 is the way you want to go. Specifically doing this with this particular build. Drew recently got back into D2R. Gotcha. Nice, nice. Deleted almost everything. Had to start over offline. Griffin's Eye after only a couple weeks. Nice. That's crazy. Yeah, it took me... I was probably full-time for like over a year of full-time D2R before I founded Griffin's on single player. But yeah, sometimes RNG is just, you know, luck is luck, you know. Luck is luck. That's almost as good as it is what it is. It's almost as good of a saying. Faster to kill on P1. Yeah, since I'm like sniping the elites specifically. I mean, other things are getting killed by my mercenary, or maybe I'm accidentally hitting them. But since I'm specifically sniping the elites, the unique monsters, like this monster, guaranteed on players 1, drop 1 item, 4 potions every time. I can use find item, whoop, 1 item, 4 potions every time that the find item works, which is like, it's like a 70% chance with the skill level I got. So whether it's on players 1 or players 8, it literally doesn't affect the drops actually on this particular build used in this particular way. But yeah, obviously players 8 they'll have more health, they'll die slower, they'll deal more damage to you. Stuff like that. No, Jordan. Incorrect. That's not how it goes. You people. Christopher, yo! Yeah, let's get it on stream. That's what I'm hoping. Every time I play when I'm not streaming, which isn't too often, but sometimes there'll be like Tyraels Andy, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to skip it. But there's like 20 minutes of Tyraels Andy left, and like, I'm kind of bored messing around on my computer. Sure, I'll go do it. I'm like, I kind of hope I don't find Tyraels Might, because I kind of want to find it on stream. Almost a rare 5 NATO. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Hit Zerker until Tyraels Might. Just do nothing but blast hits. I don't know technically with Terra Zones nowadays. Obviously there's Andariel. Tyraels Andy is broken. But besides not being able to pick Terra Zones puts a damper on it, but I wonder how much better or whatever if Terra Zones with a character that's good at most Terra Zones would be faster than elite sniping in this way. Specifically for Tyraels Might, like the super high level stuff like that. Christopher, yeah. Yeah, I don't have a perfect map anymore. I had a little accident where I had reset my maps. I used to have one that was like essentially the best one I'd ever seen. But now I just have an okay one. Didn't feel like re-rolling the maps for 7 years on my sorceress. But yeah, you can hit pretty quick, for sure. You could upgrade this to an Ogre Axe if it rolled good. Oop. Santos said he's seen it on the Nintendo store, D2R. Got him into watching my vids. Awesome, man. Thanks for watching. And welcome back in to D2R. Or Diablo. Get out of my way.
I am overburdened.
Oops. Probably don't hit him with my Heart of the Oak, huh? Matt, yo, welcome in. Christopher says Happy New Year's also. Yeah, well, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, you haven't been in a minute, right? But yeah, welcome back in. Oh, Christopher says let's see, 2 times doing a grail. So you've completed 2 of them? Wow, impressive. I've been literally doing this one for like 5 years because I can't find Tyraels Might apparently. How do you reset maps? So, I mean, I guess I could pretty much just show you real quick. I'm not going to do it, but like, yeah. So right now my map's the same on single player. This is for single player I'm talking about. If you go here, and let's say I went to Nightmare, and then I just saved an exit and came back to Hell, the map would be different. It would reset. So you can do that intentionally, and until you get a map that you like for what you're doing. So let's say you want a quick map to get down to Andy real quick. You want one where Andy's like the exit's like right here, that fast. You could do that instead of teleporting all the way over here. Like you can have ones where it's like down, then you go down to the next level and it's the exact same way. Or, you know, depending on your build, your character, what you want to do with it, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Yeah, you pretty much just change difficulty and then come back to the difficulty. Yeah. But then the thing is that map, if you ever change difficulties again, you'll lose it. And sometimes it can take a long time to get the map you're looking for to do what you want to do. So that's what I, if anyone notices how quickly I save an exit, anyone who doesn't know, I have a macro set up so I don't accidentally hit the wrong difficulty. It also saves a little bit of wear and tear on my hands and stuff from constantly being editing and streaming and playing the game and stuff, which is underrated to save the wear and tear on your fingers and hand and wrist and stuff. Oh my gosh. Also keeps my maps from accidentally clicking the wrong button or something. Get back here, you bum. Meat said working on a Holy Grail for Diablo 3, huh? Interesting. I mean, that game has like personalized like drops, right? So you would have to find everything like on all the different characters, wouldn't you? I played D3 for like the first few weeks it came out and was like, this game's a disaster, and stopped playing it, so. Yeah, TaxCat says you can ruin a great map by accidentally clicking normal difficulty. Yeah, sure can. I haven't done that in a very long time. I've had the macro set up for a long time, so. The only time I do accidentally do that, one time I had a perfect, I was running Nightmare Andy to get a SOJ, and I accidentally hit my macro button. Like, I think I stopped doing it for a while and went to a different character and was running a Hell difficulty macro. And then I forgot I didn't switch it back to the Nightmare macro, and I hit the button. I was like, no, 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 no. And I tried to click off and stop it, and I didn't stop it in time, and I ruined a perfect Nightmare Andy running map. That was a little disappointing, but... Christopher says D3 was done like 90 days after release for him. Yeah, I did not make it that long. I'll never forget when I hopped back. I was like, all right, I'm done with this. And I started playing D2 again. And Diablo 2, the general like message board or chat or whatever was just getting spammed with people like, oh my God, I wasted my money. That game is so bleeping terrible. I'm never touching that thing again. D2, like, back to this for life. Like, that game stinks. it was just spamming everywhere.
We fill. _monkey. _monkey.
Sasquatchy, yo, _monkey. Oh, it's so funny. AI voice reading the emojis off like that. But thank you so much. That's crazy. Not even a year. Not even 2 years. 28 months of legendary Slayership. Ooh. Thank you so much, you absolute freaking legend. Ooh, Sasquatch. Thank you so much. And what is up? We're slaying demons, of course. Halo after D3? Trying to think the time frame there. I mean, I guess, yeah. I was just thinking, like, immediately after. Like, I literally, like, pushed the escape key, exited out of D3, and logged into Diablo 2. And, like, the last time I played. I was pretty big into, Halo parties and all that stuff. You know, we're all in that time frame. You guys all, a lot of you did that too, I'm sure. Having Halo LAN parties, and then, when Halo 2 came out, geez, that was crazy. Xbox Live, you could play on the internet. It was bananas. But where I lived, like, a lot of people didn't have high-speed internet, so I was like a god at Halo for Halo 2, because everyone was still doing LAN parties because there wasn't high-speed internet where I was from, except for, like, a small area of, like, 600 people that lived right in town. not even six, probably like 400 people that live in a really small town. And I would go to these LAN parties, and people like, oh my gosh, like, what are you doing? Like, how'd you do that? Like, how'd you get up there? And they had no idea how to do any of this stuff, you know. I'm like super bouncing, and they'd never even played online before, you know, stuff like that. I never felt so cool in my life. I was the coolest kid at that Halo LAN party.
Hello.
Take me back. Right? Those were the days when you couldn't decide if you wanted to play Halo or if you wanted to play Call of Duty. It was like such a struggle because they're both so good. And there's like all these other games too. Still playing D2 because it was so S tier. That was I don't remember exactly when, but then there was like Morrowind come out, and you're like, oh my god. Cask. Oh, Ethereal. See, it is good on a mercenary, so we'll talk about it real quick. You get the early, you know, it's kind of more a budget option, but coming Ethereal is pretty neat. Increase attack speed, hit recovery, life leech, and magic find. Should I Zod it? No, but it's kind of a good budget option to throw on your mercenary. Sort of like a Tyraels mask almost, but kind of missing the res, but you got attack speed and hit recovery. So, kind of neat. Kind of neat. I'm trying to think, is this something I would ever use? Or I might even have one already. I think I already got one, actually. I'm pretty positive. 41. I think that can go higher on the magic find. So we'll just toss her out there. But kind of neat. Kind of neat. Vlad done saying when I mentioned about D3, and he's like, and the same thing happened with Diablo 4. Kinda, yeah. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, this is one that a lot of people, I've heard this not to be accurate, but I honestly think Diablo 4 was better when it first launched than it is now. Like, I'm not talking about, like, when the day, like, there was, like, glitches and stuff, but when the glitches and stuff were fixed, like, the way that the game played then was better than it is now. But it could just be, it's probably just me being more used to and into, like, how D2 is, more older games, you know? And I don't really care to do stuff the way that the modern games are, but... Christopher saying D1 remastered into like similar like how D2R was. Yeah, it would be pretty sick. Up it and Zod it, talking about the steel skull. Ooh. There you go. I kind of forgot you could up it, to be honest. I didn't do right. I was trying to think and talk too quick. It didn't cross my mind. I do still have that, stats and skill points and stuff, don't I? Let me just use it right now. We're actually going to put it into... Yeah, I never die. We'll go to Dex so that it will land more shots.
I can't carry anymore.
That way we'll never miss. And then for skill points, we will go to... Oh, why is this not... I should have put a few more points into that. The way I have it there, it's a little bit suboptimal. Huh. Wonder why I did that. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's like a couple of percents, but I usually don't do it that way. Maybe I had more... I don't know. No. I don't know. It's not a huge deal, but you could get a couple more percents out of that. Find item skill. Last Andy run for the day, Paulo. Everybody knows that's, there's just, right after the last Andy run, there's just do one more last Andy run, okay? And then after that one, it's always the last run, the one that you find all the good stuff, so. Just one more, just one more, just one more. Mead said he's trying out Diablo 1 mod, huh? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not really a huge mod kind of guy, but... I don't know if I've heard of that one or not. Good old D1. Whitaker said, talking about that steel skull, he thinks it's like pretty much the highest defense when you up it in its ethereal. Gotcha. Oh, Vladon, thank you for the tier 1 sub there over on Twitch. You Slayer. Ooh, appreciate ya. Supporting the channel with a Twitch sub. I don't remember what it was called on Twitch. YouTube are called memberships, and then Twitch is called subs, but a sub on YouTube is not a... What a lazy name, by the way. This is the one I couldn't remember. I was trying to think of the laziest names in D2R. The Guardian Naga Naga. Like, come on. Why you named it the Naga Naga? Get out of town. Which aura is best for Fist of Heaven's Pally? Yeah, someone says there isn't a best. It's... I am not a Conviction fan personally, but a lot of people go with that one for reasons. I think I just, out of laziness, because that's what I like about Fists of Heavens, you can just kind of be lazy with it. It's like stand back and dropping bombs, you know? I just leave up Redemption all the time, to be honest. I'm just lazy. And the build is pretty dang good, so it's like... When you're clearing, when you're clearing through the Cast Sanctuary, I feel like Conviction doesn't really help you hardly at all anyways, like nothing. I mean, you could throw up Defiance for a bunch of, and then keep swapping your auras. I hate doing that. You could throw up Salvation or something if you really needed it, but you have so much res already, like, you don't really ever have to. So, Yeah, I get you, Christopher. Yeah, but some people swear by conviction, but I've always been, I wouldn't say anti-conviction, but I would never use conviction when I'm like clearing stuff, clearing density. But some people just swear by it. Swear by it. Christopher said he's thinking about starting a new assassin, you say. Gotcha, gotcha. Assassins... a lot of people love Assassin, and yeah, nothing wrong with it. Absolutely not. I'm not a huge fan of Assassin, though. Kind of the reason a lot of people say they like it is because there's, you know, you have so many different safety skills and stuff like that. It's kind of why I don't like it. There's like too many skills. Too many skills to try to use. You don't have to use them all, but... Whoops. Beat him down with my Heart of the Oak on accident. Lee. What video card you got? I have a 4070 Ti, I think. I believe it's a Ti. You know what I need to do? I might finally break down and buy a new CPU, because my CPU is so garbo. It's so underpowered relative to my graphics card. But video editing and streaming goes fine with it, so, well, for the most part, when I have things set a certain way. But it's so cheap now to get a CPU with the relative proper amount of power to go with my 4070 that I think I'm just going to do it. Like, they're probably like $200 now. Like, I should just do it. Sergio, just, I think it's Spanish or something. I can't read that, so I don't know if there's a YouTube translation thing or something, so just letting you know I can't read that at all. Yep, no habla español. Or anything besides English, for that matter. Did I take down a video? Yes, I put up a video yesterday and I took it down relatively quickly. I pretty much just effed it up, essentially. It was effed up. Nobody's perfect, so oopsie. I made a video and I wasted 5 hours of work time, and it was all effed up so badly I just took it down and scrapped the whole idea, pretty much. Single PC, PC there, Vlad, on. Every once in a while, Christopher. I mean, when you make... I think I'm at, like... I've made 1,300 Diablo 2 videos, so, I mean... It's kind of a numbers game. Yeah, if I've only made, like, 300 videos, sure, they're probably all perfect. But, when you've made, like, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500 YouTube videos, and I'm not even talking about streams, you know. Like... That's YouTube videos. There's gonna be some mistakes there, and I thought pretty much what it was is I thought I researched and tested enough of every possible outcome of what I was looking into. And it turns out that things just randomly, the way items dropped and stuff, it made it look like what I was trying to test was true. And then it turned out that just because it was just dumb luck, pretty much what happened. And plus what I looked up on the internet, like researching it, made it look like it was true, but it turned out it wasn't. So it was partially true, not fully, not all the time. So I just went, forget about it. I'm not gonna, I'd have to re-record the whole video and spend another 4 hours, spend a couple more hours editing and stuff. I was like, forget about it. I'll just move on from that idea. Lee says, 10 years old computer, can't play certain games, but new PC builds with monster vid cards are like 3K Australian money, Aussie money. Yeah, I get you. Some of the stuff, yeah, I don't know about the most modern games, but anything like, a lot of the stuff is coming down in price quite a bit. Like the AM4 series type of stuff, because they got AM5 out now. I feel like you can get pretty good deals on some stuff. But that's what I'm looking at, is getting like a pretty much a high-end AM4 CPU. Because I'm not gonna buy a new motherboard and RAM to have to be able to get AM5, you know what I mean? Then you're talking like you said, like just to upgrade my PC would be like $1,500. No, you're all good, Arnold. I wasn't upset or anything. I was just more annoyed. I was mostly with that video. I was more annoyed that things like when I was researching, and it's like I spent a couple hours looking stuff up and then testing and testing and testing before I made the video. And just so happened that the way it worked is unfortunate for me. Because yeah, I literally spent like 4 or 5 hours on Sunday working on that video, and it bleeped up on me. But oh well, it is what it is. No big deal. Matt, yeah, that's exactly. So this build is specifically only for like unique hunting. If you're not concerned with anything else, really, you're just only trying to find Tyraels Might or something of the like. If you're specifically Magic Find, so Magic Find doesn't affect rune drops. It will cause less socketed items, essentially, because more things will be magic and rare and unique. So that's why it's the best Magic Finder, because that's all it does. You can find runes occasionally. But yeah. It's like just for finding Tyraels Might, essentially. 3700 3D, nice upgrade. Yeah, it was something like that. 3700 or 5700X. I don't remember the first number. 5750 or something, or 4750 3D. I don't remember the numbers, but you're probably right. That's probably the one I was looking at or whatever. That nowadays is like $180 or something. Why not? Let me look it up right now. I'm about to blow my eyeballs out by the white mode here on Micro Center, but let's look up how much these are that I want to get. I wish Micro Center had a dark... Oh, jeez. Let's go to web browsers. There's a Micro Center like a half hour from my house, so... PC parts. Processors. Squint your eyes, so... Well, they changed the website. I haven't looked at it a whole lot lately. Most popular. Wait, let's check off AM4 so I don't have to worry about looking at the wrong one here. Just squint your eyes a little bit so it doesn't hurt too much. 5700X 3D. There you go. How about a 5800 XT? It must be worse, huh? Because I know I've always heard or whatever. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but the ones with the 3D are always like better for gaming. But I don't know how much that would do. What does that mean for streaming and video editing? Because all I do is play Diablo 2 Resurrected. How good of a CPU do I need? Yeah, is this Mosaic Assassin right now? Right. True story. All I need is all I really need it for is to play D2R and stream it. So, but what I have now is so, what do I have? Is it even on here? I have a Ryzen 7 3700X is what I'm rocking right now. So, Flat says won't do much for editing. Yeah, the one thing I have problems with though is actually streaming, just because of something which I don't think it is actually this. I think there's something wrong. It's a long story, but maybe if I have a better processor, it can overcome whatever the issues are that are wrong, and I just won't have to worry about it. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. And it's only $200. Like, see, what's the difference between, like, this is what I'm wondering too. 3.8 gigahertz. This one's only 3. But like, there's other things with the game, like you said, the 3D cache. It's cheaper, so it must be worse, right? I don't know. Cheaper must be worse. I know they got the same. This one's got 8 cores. This has 8 cores. So they're the same cores. Same number. One's got 8. They both have 8. It's not like this one's got 6 and this is 8. And then they're what? Aren't they hyper-threaded, right? So it's 8 cores, 16 threads, usually. I mean, it's got to be, right? Yeah. I think these all are nowadays. You know, like I said, not an expert, but I'll probably just get this one. It's only $200. Actually, let me check real quick. Where is... Oh, they changed the stuff. Great. I check this open box return sometimes. One time I went to get an open box return CPU, actually. And it was... yeah, see, they only got the 1AM5. I forget what it was, but it was like a $400 processor, and I literally paid the money, went to go pick it up, and the processor was literally... because they'll take almost anything as a return. It was wrapped in a random piece of foam and shoved in a paperclip box, and they returned it that way. That's how they returned it to Micro Center. Micro Center took it and gave them their money back. And as open box return, I thought it would be like in the normal box. I'm like, I'm not going to take that. Like, I can't tell if the pins are bent a little bit or like, what is this? They're like, oh, we tested to make sure it works. I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking that. I'm sorry. Like, I just drove a half hour down here, but I'm not paying for that. Yeah, it's a single PC setup is what I rock. Yeah. You know what's neat about this one? I used this early on in a ladder one time. I started with a Zealer way back in the day, which you could get away with. I don't remember the way I rocked my auras. Maybe it was because I was so low a level, but you're hitting, Zealing, and it's a 10% chance of Frost Nova, so it's constantly freezing everything. And then it attacks fast because of the 40% increased attack speed. I mean, for anything players count-wise, you're going to be just destroyed, but when I was just farming, like, some little stuff on P1, it was actually just like freezing everything, and it was like kind of convenient. I think maybe that way, so then I could rock like the Fanaticism aura. The Mercenary couldn't survive, so I couldn't have a cold aura out, but it was still freezing everything. I think that's why I was doing it that way. Interesting, the things you try to do when you have really garbo gear and you find something you're like, ah, that could work. X3D's chips run hot. Gotcha. Yeah, I have a... So yeah, I'd have to... That's the thing too. I'd have to buy a new cooler because I only have the cooler that came with mine, which is a Wraith Prism, which from any of the research I did, you kind of, it can work. People have used it, and it was okay for a while, and I've never heard like, here's 3 years later, did my stuff fry, you know? But most everybody that knows stuff about it is like, yeah, don't use that long term. Like, get something good, like, you know, like at least a $50 cooler. Figlet saying the XT better than X3D for the pure processing power. So it'd be different for, yeah, I don't know, maybe it was cheaper too. I might even maybe think about doing that. Because I don't really need gaming power. Like, I don't think I plan on really playing a bunch of other games that need processing power necessarily, so.
Not here.
I think the 3D cache thing is like for speed, right? Like quickness, not like raw power. Ooh. Peerless Assassin. I assume that's some kind of cooler name or something, like a name of a particular type of cooler or something. Yeah, definitely I know nothing about cooler models and brands at all. The one good thing is that, because it's in my basement, it's like freezing down here, and my computer temps are always just rock solid, because I pretty much, it's essentially, not literally, but essentially like an open air computer. Because I built it, I cut some plates at work and kind of made my own little computer setup to attach my motherboard to and stuff, and mounted it inside of a like a cabinet that's it's kind of a long story, but saving money here. It's like an old TV stand, and I mounted it in where like the VCR would go, essentially. So it's got drawers underneath it, and then the motherboard's mounted in there with everything. So it's open in the front and back. Not expensive and great. Sounds right up my alley. Flat says try it with the Wraith Prism and upgrade if it's too hot. Yeah, I mean, putting a new cooler on is super easy, right? It's just kind of like, beep, 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 beep. Screw it down, plug it in, you get kind of good to go, sort of. So, I mean, I couldn't imagine it'd be too hot. Oh, that's not the right button. What did I just hit? Oh no, I don't remember how to do this now. Never mind. I forgot the thing how to bring up the temps on my stuff. Forgot the keys to hit because I haven't done it in so long. Isn't it this? Okay, yeah, hold up. I thought I hit those buttons, but I must have hit them so fast that it didn't work. Oh, the CPU temps are somewhere else. Never mind. I'd have to look somewhere else. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, it's always fine. Like, and obviously doing this right here, my graphics card, it said it was, I think, 47C. which is like fine, right? And that's with my graphics card playing the game and streaming. So the graphics card obviously super powerful, so it's like not really working that hard, but
I am overburdened.
what do the Lions need to do this offseason? Not get hurt, pretty much. I would bring in as much defense as you can. Defense, 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 defense. Because I don't think they should count on scoring like in the 30s every single game this year, like they had to this past year. And also, you never know if everyone's going to get hurt again, so. That was the craziest stat, though. The craziest stat. The Lions had 16 defensemen on IR. Crazy. Flat says the worst thing it'll do is throttle if it gets too hot. Nothing really bad could happen. I guess I get you. Let's see, 3700X is 65 watts, and yeah, so the watts will be fine. We thought that might have been an issue with my computer while I was having trouble streaming. I bought a new power supply not that like a year ago. That's well more. I literally had, I think I had a 650 watt, and I think I bought 1,000, or I might have bought even. I might have even bought. I think it's 1,000. I'd have to look. But yeah, my power supply should be fine. Like, shouldn't be a big deal. Unless you're talking about just how much the heat that would come off of it if I did try to use that. You're saying because of the power difference. Tuning in for Ohio with my boys. Maybe that's from Ohio you meant to say. But welcome in. Tyraels might guaranteed allegedly today. According to people are saying I'm finding Tyraels might today. A lot of people are saying it. Assuming I did some CNC. Yeah, I used to run I ran CNC steel cutting lasers is what I did before I started doing this. So yeah, he's referring to when I said I cut some plates and to mount my... Yeah, I had to look up the... I could have drew it out myself, what a disaster that would have been. But I ended up looking up the, what do you call it, schematics or whatever for the whole layout for the motherboard I have. And then I, you know, programmed it in and cut the plate out so I could mount it to that. Just like the back plate would be in a tower, like a case. So yeah. Sokaz saying yeah, he was talking about the heat for the CPU cooler. For the wattage. Let's see what Google says. If Google AI says it's fine, is it okay to use Wraith Prism cooler on a 5700X3D? Most experts recommend against it. What? Get out of here. How about just the 5700? OXT. It was an XT, right? It can be used, but it's not recommended either on that one. So, see, that's according to Google AI, and everything Google AI says, it's true. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially what, you know, if you, I mean, trust everything you see on YouTube, but any of the YouTube expert people, I always had seen it. I probably looked up like 10 different videos, at least, if not 20 or 30, actually, now that I think about it. And they kind of all said the same thing. Like, yeah, you don't really want to do that.
I can't carry anymore.
Unfortunately. I didn't see anything. I didn't know if my hoodie was like messing up in the green screen. Oh well. That's, my friends, thanks a lot, chat, is how you get just absolutely annihilated. Just absolutely nuked. There was some lag, you know, and there was lag and I was rubber banding and then all of a sudden I just died. Oh, you know what? I know what it was. Chat made me... Yeah. Chat made me forget to battle order. That's what it was. Maybe. Or something. No, I just wasn't expecting to get just absolutely annihilated. So I wasn't fully paying attention. You know, I was like, I got to this much health and I was like, I'll be fine. And then it turned out I was indeed not fine. Oh well. No big deal. Forgot to put up energy shield. Ah! You mean chat made me forget. You worded that wrong. Yep, you just worded it wrong. It's no big deal. Seen a couple... I died there, so I got a little distracted, but... Denmark up here. We got Arizona. Look at all... Worldwide, huh? Jets hiring Aaron Glenn. So, Lions defensive coordinator going to the Jets. Interesting. Best of luck to him, I suppose. See if they bring back Aaron Rodgers, huh? Man, I would have to imagine that he... I don't know if he would do this. You know, he was kind of sought after, but he wasn't as much so as Ben Johnson. But, man, I couldn't imagine going to a team like that if Aaron Rodgers was still, like, trying to run the show and whatnot. It must have been like, nope, Aaron Rodgers is gone, or I'm not coming. And they're like, all right, yep, he's gone. But they probably made that decision before. Like, I could not imagine a coach wanting to go to a situation like that where there's a quarterback who's like 50, who's trying to like control. He's trying to be the GM and the head coach, you know. Hungary, okay. Nice. I wonder... Does anyone know what... So the Jets' old coach, Robert Saleh, I think is how he's pronounced. He looks like the kind of guy who would have been a defensive coordinator. I don't know why, I just like that dude. Seems like he was actually like a good coach, but the situation just completely steamrolled any opportunity for success there. I'd have to look into it a little bit, but... Darkest Nights is almost done with it, building a self-wheeled infinity sword. Nice.
It's live.
Vlad on, yeah. No energy shield, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, Dark is saying need a decent ammo. Yeah, it can be a slight struggle. Just slight, because it's very important if you want everything to be set up the way you want to have a 10 FCR at least amulet. I believe, yeah, to get to 105 for Nova. You can get away with it just having one SOJ with an FCR ring, which you lose one skill. It's not the end of the world, but... if you don't, you'll end up in a situation like I accidentally did with my notorious 104 FCR Nova Sorceress. Notorious. Oh, Ito Frito, second cham. It's offline single player. Congrats on that one. Pretty rare stuff there. Let's see, Ethan saying always plays online, but was thinking of doing a solo self on Grail for fun, just to kill time. Slay some demons. Gotcha. Was thinking about Bar, but wondering what you would do to start fresh. I mean, if you're gonna go completely solo and you want to complete it as fast as possible, I mean solo as in you're only gonna play one character. Barb is what a lot of people, if they are going to go solo one character to complete the Grail, do. I do like an account-wide Grail on offline, so I use all the different characters. And if you're going to do that to where you're going to use any of the characters and any build that you want and respec all the time like how I do, I would suggest starting with Sorceress first, farming like Andy and Meph to get the basics, the basic uniques, and doing lower Kurast to get like Enigma first is what I would recommend. Because if not, if you're going to start Barb and only do Barbarian and you want to be able to teleport around in the pits like I'm doing here, you're going to have to be like running up by foot lower Kurast, which isn't the best thing for me in my opinion. So just a little thing, something to think about. Yeah, good luck Darkest Night. Hopefully you get something crazy. Oop, come on. There we go. Where am I going? I was thinking about where the pits was for my sorceress. Jeez. Yeah, if you're at 100 and you don't have the perfect FCR amount, dropping an SOJ for FCR ring, definitely one skill is less important than getting a breakpoint like that, I think. Shark Tooth. Hey, come on. Could have went for a D-web right there. I seen that. You all thought I missed it. Nope. Nasty Merc armors, you say? Yeah, well, I mean, it's got like open wounds on it, I think, right? I don't remember for sure, but yeah. Run faster than teleporting? Ooh, no. Sorceress so S tier for running LK. It's like having telekinesis too. Just insane. I would challenge anybody to a running lower Kurast versus teleporting lower Kurast contest, and I've never done well. I've never how would I say this? I've never attempted to have an end game min-maxed running character do a lower Karas, but I would bet any money that like a suicide branch and a spirit shield and like a couple FCR rings could beat the most min-maxed run walk character running lower Karas. Just my take though. Like I said, I haven't tried it, but I would bet money on it. Especially telekinesis, because you don't have to run over to the chests. You just have to get anywhere inside the house and bing bing and get out real quick. Telekinesising the waypoints, saving you distance as well. That's what I think. But maybe someone's tried it out before. And you can absolutely run LK faster than teleporting. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. You have a teleport staff.
Not in town.
You have to go. You have to stop and recharge your teleport staff all the time. I just find it hard to believe. Like I said, I never tried it, so. But I just find it hard to believe. Yeah, it's definitely something I'd have to see to believe.
I can't carry anymore.
What? Telly rings and amulets too. Yeah, I mean maybe.
I am overburdened.
Maybe I'll look into it one day. Still working on that Frenzy Barb says Darkest Night with the Frenzy Merc. Yeah, Frenzy. The only thing that I do like Frenzy too. I do like it, but not having any like AoE to speak of makes it tough. Tough for me to use. So you kind of end up maybe you end up just Trav and maybe Eldritch and Shank, I guess. Pindle, you know, stuff like that. So. I mean, you can obviously do anything, but just not having any AoE. And then if you're doing something like this, if I'm trying to do something like this, you know, you kind of swing all around, and I don't know. It's definitely convenient. Just hold down the button and run, and close your eyes, and it just automatically locks on and starts fighting things in its line of sight. Two to 4 frames faster. You tested it for 2 frames faster. That's running off you're talking the old school Diablo 23 frames a second or whatever. I'm assuming you're not talking like 2 frames faster off of like I'm running at 144 frames a second. I assume you're not talking about that. But still, that's That's less than 1/10 of a second faster, technically, if true. Whoop. Where am I? Oh, I got distracted. I was trying to read chat while I was teleporting. Always works out bad. Well, it works out bad when I'm running the barbarian, because I got so used to the pits on my sorceress. It's unfortunate. Can this run other areas? I mean, you can run a little bit. And the thing is, if you're going to run other areas, you would tweak the build a little bit. I have it specifically set up only for running here. Like, I was just doing Trav earlier, and it's kind of known for doing Trav, Pindle. I did Thresh Shock it with it. Stuff like that. But it is set up to take out specifically, like, champions and elites and stuff. Uh-oh. Maybe we'll wait on that identification. Whenever I see 3 of those arrows coming at me, like I said earlier, gonna be a problem. Ate lunch too early today. I'm getting hungry. Sunder Charm in Nightmare Terror Zones, Tony. Unfortunately, no. Nope. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, we'll try it. No good. I forgot. I probably should have. Well, we can get that later. Never mind. Not that I said anything, but huh. Okay, hop out of that one. See, Tony, you must have a Energy Shield Nova Sorceress or something along them lines. Yeah, Crescent Moon's quite a boost. Quite a boost. Darkest Night getting back to fasting, so you skip lunch, huh?
Good day.
Gotcha. I can't go that long without eating. I don't. I never have been a breakfast person, so I just try to do lunch and dinner. And personally, I'm not really like a quote-unquote faster. I just thought I was skipping breakfast my whole life. Turned out I was on a S-tier diet. I didn't even know it. Turned out I was on a popular diet. Was unaware. Point to running Pindle and high players count. Well, his minions around him, there is a point, I guess, depending on your build and what you're trying to do. His minions around him can actually drop, you know, if you can kill them super fast over and over, hitting the pack. You could get high runes from there for sure. I've gotten a few and seen other people get them. Or bases, or actually, you can get a, you know, okay experience if you're, depending on your level. So yeah, there is kind of a reason, but there's also reason to run it on players 1 as well. So depends on the circumstance on what you want to do there. Usually an item find barb, you would do players 1. If you're running them with like a Lightning Fury Javazon, you're probably good on players 8, right? Or you know, different things in between. Hammerden, you'll probably be fine at P8 because you can't pinpoint that great, and you're going to be killing the other things just by accident anyways. So you might as well, type of situation. So build dependent. Where are you going? Jeez. Nova's sexy once geared up. Yeah, Nova is pretty sick.
Good to see you.
For sure. See, Tony says Insight Treachery's got anything better? There is technically, but it's going to be like, if you're rocking Nova Sorceress, which I believe you said you were, I think I might have missed something there, but I think technically Chains of Honor, Insight, Cure, Chains of Honor on a Meditation Aura Act 2 Mercenary is like what people say is the best. But yeah, I quite often don't have the, I believe it's Chains of Honor. It's got Life Leech on it. It's kind of expensive. Takes a Burr Rune and something, so. Like on ladder, I didn't have one. So your Mercenary is slightly less goodness. Slightly less goodly without it. Because you don't have any Life Leech on your Mercenary, which means he could die. And probably does sometimes, but is what it is, right? Make a good magic find barb. I mean, it depends which one you're making there. J-Tox. I mean, if you're making Whirlwind, Berserk, Frenzy, Singer barb, depends which one you're going for. What you'd put your skills into. Just wrecked. I love when you just like one-shot him. Bam! My favorite. $270 likes. Appreciate you, fellas, hitting that like button today. So yeah, looking at the time here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call her a day on the stream, fellas. Talking to myself here. A little over 3 hours. Impressive for me, right? Got the gym coming up, dinner, all that good stuff with the fam. But yeah, appreciate you guys joining me on this wonderful Wednesday, I believe. It's Wednesday, right? I believe so. But huge shout out DP and Sasquatch for channel memberships on YouTube. And also we got Slybrode and Vladun, appreciate you, for tier 1 subs over on Twitch. All y'all out there to support the channel, honestly, make it possible for me to keep streaming and making YouTube videos here, keeping the content coming out. So I really do appreciate you guys. a bunch. But with that being said, peace out. You slayers. And don't forget, well, if I say slayers and keep slaying, that doesn't really work. But either way, keep slaying. Boom.